aqui tem foto de bicho, aqui na Gazeta.
And coming soon, another extraordinary biblical film that tells the astonishing story of the Garden of Eden and the mother of life itself.
Adam? Adam, a snake just talked to me? Is that normal?
Lena Dunham's unique take on the life of Eve as a struggling 20-something in the Garden of Eden. With Adam Driver as Adam.
Whoa. What are you even asking me, kid?
I just want to know what we're even doing here. It's like, are we like man and wife, or is this a situation where it's like there's all these other girls and I'm gonna find out one of the animals?
What are you about? You're like a part of me, literally. God made you from my rib, kid.
Oh my God, that is like so sexist. I can't believe you'd even bring that up right now.
The only part that didn't ring true was when Eve did Molly and went to a warehouse party with her gay ex-boyfriend.
I can eat this, right? Like if I wash it, or...
Oh, I think, G, I'm like a legit snake, and I know this sounds crazy, but you should like totally eat the apple. And I know like God told you no, but like that was just a guideline. Plus, it'll make you like so smart. And no offense, but I feel like a girl like you like needs to be smart.
It was a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. Winston sat at his mundane desk. His job at the Ministry of Truth, mini-true in newspeak, was to rewrite history for the advantage of the government. Big Brother was the leader of the political party, and as the signs all read, he was watching you through surveillance cameras everywhere. So anyone, such as Winston, who had independent thoughts and dreams, had to keep them to themselves or risk discovery by the thought police. Nothing is your own except the few cubic centimeters inside your skull. While walking down the boring hallway one morning, the object of some of Winston's impure thoughts and dreams, Julia, slipped him a note. Out of sight of the cameras, he opened it. Winston's crippling isolation evaporated. There was hope and promise in his future, like there had never been before. Over time, Winston and Julia would find moments to slip through the net of surveillance, eventually renting a room above an antique store, living a life pre-Big Brother. That was until the thought police burst into their room and took them away to the Ministry of Love for interrogation. Winston was taken to room 101, a torture chamber. A personal torture chamber. You see, because Big Brother had been watching, everyone's fears were known to the party. For Winston, it was the fear of betraying Julia, which he did as soon as they dropped a rat on his head. "Do it to Julia, not me. Tear her face off," he said. Gee, that's a tough one to come back from. We do not merely destroy our enemies, we change them. Weeks turned into months, as they often do, and Winston found himself on his way to his job of rewriting history, knowing that the same process of doublethink had been performed on him. They could get at the few cubic centimeters inside his skull after all, and they had changed him. He passed the rodent-bitten face of Julia. Both were broken. No love was there anymore. Well, there was love, for Winston had clung to all he had left besides the crippling isolation. Winston had Big Brother.
Bicho, aqui tem foto de bicho, aqui na Gazeta.